Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you. Talking about my Dallas Cowboys, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. How about them Cowboys, man? Yes, sir. We 11-4, man. Oh, just one locked up the NFC East division. Being did that since 2009, man. 11-5 that year. Had a decent playoff run, you know what I'm saying? Man, we look good, man. We look good. I thought we matched up very well against the Colts. I didn't see a 42-7 beatdown. You know what I'm saying? If we scored 42, I was thinking Andrew Luck was going to put up at least 24, maybe 30. You know what I mean? Because I saw the way we dropped 38 on the Eagles. I was like, hey, if we can drop 38 on them, we can do something close to that. I want to think in 42. You know what I mean? The game kind of started off kind of crazy on our first drive. We were driving, then 3rd and 11, right around midfield, I believe. And 3rd and 11, and Romo hit Lance Dunbar out in the flats for a pass, and he got tackled for a loss. We were getting ready to punt, and I forget his first name, Freeman, the linebacker, number 50. Well, after he made the play, he jumped up over Lance Dunbar, celebrating over a little bit. And he got a taunting penalty. That kind of just changed the whole game, because we were getting ready to punt. You know what I mean? That extended the drive, and sure enough, boom, we go right down the field, touchdown. They get the ball, go 3 and out, and it's for the second week in a row, for whatever reason, our punt return, we didn't cover the gunner. We didn't cover the guys, running down the field trying to make the tackle, the gunner, and for whatever reason, we left them open. We did it against the Eagles last week on Sunday Night Football, where Dwayne Harris is on punt return. He had to come all the way down and cover the gunner, and that's not what you want. You know what I mean? So, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, man. But he left them open, and Pat McAfee, man, that guy's a character. But anyway, the Colts punt, he threw it to McDonald, who was wide open. You know what I mean? Wide open. I think Orlando Scandrick would have tackled him, but he would have had the first. It was 4th and long. He would have had the first down. All he had to do was just catch it, and he dropped it. I was like, and they had a lot of drops. I think it's Dwayne Allen, their tight end. He ended up leaving the game early. Some type of leg injury. He came in for his calf or hamstring, something like that. But he ended up leaving. He had some big drops. You know what I mean? We were playing, I think, cover 3, maybe. I think it was cover 3, maybe cover 2. But he ran a corner route, and Andrew Luck hit him. And the ball was a little short, catchable. He's an NFL tight end. Another route across the middle, it would have got a first down. He dropped that. I mean, they dropped the ball a lot, like physically. They physically dropped the ball a lot, man. And yeah, man, it was a good win, dominant win, man. And we at home, which is one of my concerns. You know what I mean? My 2 concerns are DeMarco Murray's hand, and we're playing at home, you know what I mean? But we dominated at home, man. We're 4-4 on the year at home. We're gonna get at least one more playoff game at home. You know, if we win the division, we just don't know if he's gonna be in 2 weeks or is it gonna be in 3 weeks, because we're gonna get a bye. You know what I mean? The way it's looking is probably gonna be we're gonna be playing wild card weekend. You know what I mean? So, but man, I'm pumped up, man. And our offense was just so, especially Tony Romo. And the question is, hey, is Tony Romo a legitimate MVP candidate? I mean, come on now. Now 4 or 5 weeks ago, I'd have been like, no, but DeMarco Murray is. But in the month of December, man, you've got Tom Brady, who's been struggling. You know, he didn't look out well today against Buffalo. The last 2 weeks, Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers have been struggling. I mean, today against the Bucks down in Tampa, I mean, who was Mike McCarthy, the Packers head coach? He was determined to get Aaron Rodgers a touchdown pass. I mean, they were on the 1-yard line. They threw the ball, I think on all 4 downs. You know, I mean, they went 4-4. Now he was determined to get Aaron Rodgers a touchdown pass. Because last week against Buffalo, he had none. And then, like a couple of minutes left against the Bucks, he finally threw one. So he's not looking that well as of late. Peyton Manning has been looking that well as of late. Romo is balling in December right now, so you have to consider him as an MVP candidate right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, he's not putting up a lot of passing yards and passing attempts because of the brand of football that we play. You know what I mean? We're running him more and him throwing less. But when he is throwing the ball, he is efficient, man. 18 of 20. I mean, 18 of 24 touchdowns. I mean, he had more touchdown passes than incompletions. You know what I'm saying? That's incredible at the NFL level. You know what I'm saying? Just balling, man. We were just crazy efficient, man. You tell DeMarco was still having some discomfort, which I thought he would. Was having some discomfort in his hand. But he ran, I think he had, what, 21, 22 carries? Like 58 yards and in a touchdown, I believe. I mean, it's just, I mean, with his hand, you knew there was going to be something. Now, it does concern me going down the road into the playoffs. Him and our right tackle, Doug Free. I was thinking that it was just some type of ankle sprain, but if I'm hearing correctly, it's like he has some type of fracture in his foot. And he could, I mean, if that's the case, it's a possibility he could miss the rest of the season. You know what I mean? I mean, Parnell played very well yesterday, but it was just, things just got so out of hand so fast, you couldn't really get a really good gauge and a value, you know what I mean, on Parnell's play. But, you know, later down the road in the playoffs, if we're in a close, tough game, you know, that could come back to bite us. DeMarco Murray's hand, you know what I mean, he's not really giving it the time to heal because he's going to be playing every single week. Now, they may rest him next week because we already won the division. We want to get the 1 or 2 seed, trying to get that bye week. I don't think it's going to be likely, you know what I mean? So they may rest DeMarco next week to, you know, rest the hand, things like that, to just let it heal, you know. And but other than that, man, we looked good. The defense is on point. And sure enough, like I said in my video, Mr. Turnover, Mr. Turnover, Andrew Luck, man, he's turnover prone. I mean, look at the note. I said it on my preview. Go check it out. My preview video. He's turnover prone. Sure enough, right before the half, he forces a throw, picked off. Then the second one, right after the half, he threw. It got tipped. I forgot who tipped it, but Anthony Hitchens, our linebacker, intercepted it. But if you look at where he was trying, Andrew Luck was trying to go to Andrew, trying to throw to Reggie Wayne. And if you look before the ball got tipped, Anthony Hitchens was gonna pick it off anyway. I mean, he was right there. But that's Andrew Luck. He's turnover pro. He is turnover pro. He gave us 2. You know what I'm saying? And I think we got another one by Hasselback. I think by Matt Hasselback, because Andrew Luck, they pulled him out late in the third quarter, and it was just out of hand. There was really no need. The Colts, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be the number 3 seed. I don't see them going up to the number 2 seed unless the Broncos lose tonight to the Bengals on Monday Night Football, and they lose week 17. I don't know who they got week 17 at home. You know what I mean? But I still think it's going to be, I don't know. Anyway, the Colts can deal with that. But they really didn't have too much to play for. T.Y. Hilton was out. When I heard T.Y. Hilton was out, I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to win this game. Man, I already felt good about the matchup with T.Y. Hilton. But then it came out that he was out. I was like, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we definitely gonna win this game now because they don't have a lot of speed on the outside. You know, they got T.Y. and that's really about it. But he's not no kind of like a small receiver like Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh. They don't have the big receivers. You know what I'm saying? And they've got some solid tight ends. But I was like, if you can control T.Y. Hilton somewhat, you can control this offense, man. And sure enough, you know what I'm saying? When old T.Y. Hilton, you see how Dwayne Allen did have some drops that would have definitely extended some drives. So you don't know how that game, but hey, it's part of the game. I mean, dropping passes is part of the game, man. You know what I mean? So I mean, just a dominant win, man. Dominant win. I mean, everybody's getting involved. I mean, Cole Beasley, who's been stepping up big after the Thanksgiving Day game where he fumbled against the Eagles. Balled out against the Bears, had a touchdown against the Giants. Then on the road, I mean, just playing big time football. Jason Witten got a touchdown. Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, DeMarco. I mean, just everybody. Romo's playing efficient. Offensive line blocked very well. I mean, in the playoffs, man, we're gonna be a tough team to put out. Our defense is better than what people are saying. And if you look at the Aikman ratings or the Aikman stats, if you really in depth into numbers and ratings and rankings, more than just the average, you know, points per game, yards allowed per game, things like that. If you look at the Aikman ratings, you know, Cowboys are they were a top 10 defense, I believe, coming into the game against the Colts. You know what I mean? But you guys look that up. Look up the Aikman ratings. You know what I mean? Things like that. But our defense is better than what people are giving it credit for. Brandon Carr played solid today. He had an interception in the end zone, got called back because he got called for pass interference. You know what I mean? He played solid. He played okay. Still not a huge fan. Still, I'm not a huge fan. You know what I mean? I've made that clear. But defense is okay, man. We get those key turnovers, man. The bend don't break. We get those key little turnovers here and there. You know what I'm saying? And just a dominant win, man. Dominant win. I just wasn't expecting that. Now us scoring 4-2, that don't surprise me. Didn't surprise me at all. You know what I mean? Going up against that defense and type of offense that we have, that didn't surprise me at all. You know, but our defense holding them to just 7. And Andrew Luck wasn't even the one who got the touchdown. It was Matt Hasselbeck, the backup. He got the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So that is what surprised me about this game. You know what I mean? But us winning and scoring 42, that didn't surprise me, man. But man, we looking good, man. We're looking good. Romo's making a solid case for MVP. You know what I'm saying? What definitely helped was the Washington Redskins on Saturday night football on the NFL Network. They beat the Eagles, so I was like, Dallas, just win and you win. Just win and you're in. You know what I mean? The Cowboys, we faced those the last 3 years of 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. You know what I'm saying? Win and you're in, and we lost all 3. This time we came out and we dominated another playoff team, and they were 10-4 too. A lot of people were picking the Colts to win it. You know what I mean? Andrew Luck is going to light the secondary up, this, that, and the third. And for whatever reason, a lot of people, they still just overlook Andrew Luck's turnover issue. His QBR yesterday was 41.7. You know what I mean? Worst of his career. You know what I'm saying? He did have a lot of drops. He had some drops. I believe that in Indianapolis Colts are one of the top teams in the league as far as drop passes. You know what I'm saying? But dominant win, man. We won the NFC East. I mean, they dumped on the Gatorade jug on a Gatorade thing on Coach Garrett. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, the guys were not just celebrating that. Hey, no, they're still focused. They're focused on the bigger picture and the bigger goal. You know what I'm saying? Just an absolute dominant win, man. Incredible, man. I mean, everybody's scoring touchdowns, man. It's absolutely incredible, man. Another thing that surprised me is our pass rush. Our pass rush is slowly starting to get a little. I mean, there were times where we didn't get a sack on Andrew Luck, or we were like, just before we could get to him, he would get rid of it. But there were a lot of times where the pocket was starting to collapse. You know what I mean? Our pass rush started slowly to get a little bit better. Just go back and look at it. Go back and look at that game, man. It's getting it. And there were times where, I mean, the quarterback had all day. Quarterback had absolutely all day, man. If you can't get pressure on the quarterback in today's NFL, it's going to be tough to win. Going to be absolutely tough to win. You know what I mean? But it's slowly starting to get better, man. Go back and look at that. It's getting better. Our pass rush is getting better. And as a team, we're starting to peak at the right time. Pass rush is starting to play better. Secondary is starting to play better. We've gotten healthy in the secondary. We're getting Spillman back. We're getting Jeff Heath back. We're getting healthy in the secondary. You know what I mean? And you know we're starting to peak at the right time. I mean, pass rush is definitely getting better. You know what I mean? That's the pass rush is solid, man. I think the turnover we had was Joe Randall. He fumbled. A lot of people was thinking that maybe DeMarco Murray is going to be the one that fumbles, you know what I mean? But it was Joe Randall. He was the one who ended up fumbling the ball. Didn't really, the game was already out of reach, out of hand. So, but he was the one who ended up fumbling. And you know, that was kind of like, okay, then that kind of just tells you that I don't know if Joe Rondo's an every down back. Because I personally believe, you know what I mean, I hope not. I say I hope not. That Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones may be looking at this game, and if Joe Randall balled out, might be a reason not to pay DeMarco. But the game that Joe Randall had and the fumble, you're like, I think, you know what I'm saying? DeMarco is still a better back, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. I mean, yeah, that kind of caught me off guard with the whole on Joe. I didn't cut me off guard, but you know what I mean. I was thinking maybe that DeMarco may cough one up, cost the hand, but you know what I'm saying. That wasn't the case. Before I forget, big ups, man. Big ups to Troy Aikman, not Troy Aikman. Congratulations to Tony Romo for surpassing Troy Aikman as the franchise all-time leader in passing yards, like 32,000, I believe. 32,000 something passing yards. And I know he been past Aikman and Staubach as far as touchdown passes, you know what I mean? So, I mean, big ups to Romo. See, he's putting himself as an MVP candidate. See, 3 or 4 weeks ago, man, I would have said DeMarco over Romo as far as MVP. But the way Romo was playing in December, man, I mean, I think in December he has, man, I know he has, was it no interceptions and double-digit touchdowns in just December? Incredible. I mean, you have to put him up there. The way these other 3 quarterbacks have been looking the last couple of weeks, at minimum an honorable mention, an absolute minimum. You have to legitimately consider him for MVP. No doubt, man. But just an absolute dominant win, man. I'm happy for my Dallas Cowboys, man. Well deserved. I'm happy for Rod Marinelli, man, turning his defense around. That was absolute trash last year, man. Bye-bye to the Philadelphia Eagles. Deuces, you're out of there, you know what I mean? They need to make some adjustments, man. They really do. The top, I say about 4 reasons why. Because if you think about it, Thanksgiving Day game, the Cowboys and the Eagles were 8-3. You know what I mean? And they were playing for the division lead and to let the rest of the NFC know who, you know what I mean, hey, we're going to make some noise here in the NFC. You know what I mean? We're one of the better teams. They dominated us in our building on Thanksgiving. Beat us down. Absolute beat down, man. And they went from 9-3 to now they're 9-6 and out of the playoffs. How does that happen, man? And like I said in my preview videos, man, Chip Kelly is not an adjustments coach, man. He just does what he do. That's it. You know, he don't make no adjustments on defense either. If they would have made some adjustments, they wouldn't have had Bradley Fletcher on Dez Bryant for 3 touchdowns. He just doesn't make adjustments. A lot of people say just freaking he's arrogant. I can't. TOP, time of possession, another big reason. I mean, with Chip Kelly's system and their offense, they don't really care about time of possession. You know, they don't really care about TOP. And the reason why they run so many plays so fast. But if your offense isn't scoring points, you're gonna be leaving your defense on the field for 75 to 90 plays. Okay, how good your defense? You're gonna get tired, man. You're gonna get tired. So, and when your offense is not scoring, lighting up the scoreboard, it's gonna be tough, man. Turnovers, another reason. They lead the league in turnovers, like 35, 36 turnovers, man. I mean, they haven't even played 16 games yet. I mean, in a 16-game season, 16 times 2, and what ain't no genius, you know what I mean? That's 32. You've got more than 32 turnovers. That's over 2 a game. It's hard to win like that. It's hard to win like that. And the last reason is probably Deshaun Jackson. They released him. Hey, but anyway, man, that's the Eagles. I let them deal with that, man. I'm happy for my Dallas Cowboys, man. Won the division, in the playoffs, man. I'm pumped up, man. I'm excited. We're gonna be a tough team to put out, man. If you want to play cover 1, maybe even a little covers, probably more like cover 1. You want to bring that 8th and 9th guy into the box to stop the run. Hey, you got Dez out on the outside to hit you up. We got Jason Witten working in the middle of the field. DeMarco Murray can pass protect. He can come out of the backfield and catch a pass. Terrence Williams scored a touchdown yesterday. We just pick your poison. We can come at you so many ways. And another thing that we've slowly started implement into our offense is the 5 wide look. Where Romo's he's in the gun, in the shotgun, he's in the backfield, it's an empty set, and there's no running back in the backfield. We're 5 wide, you know what I mean? With Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, Jason Witten, Cole Beasley, and the 5th wide receivers can be Street, Gavin Escobar, Dwayne Harris, and we've slowly started to put that into our offense. And you do that because you trust your offensive line, you know what I mean? And the defense have to respect that. So we have to go to the, at a minimum, nickel. They have to go to the nickel package, more like nickel or dime package. And you know what I mean? And, and we spread him out. And Romo he's picking people apart, man. He's picking. So we got this. We got the 5 wide that can hurt you. We also have, we can get into the pro set and just turn around and hand the ball off to DeMarco. That can hurt you. Our offensive line can dominate you. We are going to be a tough team to put out, man. We're going to be tough to put out. No doubt, man. Defense is solid, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Surprised at our defense. How we absolutely dominated them, man. Andrew Luck gave us the turnovers like I kind of figured he would. We dominated, man. Absolutely dominated, man. And yeah, man, I'm happy for my boys. We won the NFC East. We in the playoffs, no doubt. Cowboys fans, stand up. Cowboys Nation, all that good stuff, man. Look, we're gonna be a tough team to put out. We are going to be a tough team, especially if our pass rush is slowly creeping up and starting to play better. Look out. Look out, man. Now, my only concern, I say not only, you know what I mean, the secondary and overall defense. Our defense, the only thing is lacking, and the reason why we're not a better, because I believe Rob Marinelli is a great football coach defensively. The only reason why we're not better, in my opinion, we don't have the athletes. We just don't have the athletes, man. And that's why zone coverage really hurts us. Because when you play zone, you're covering in the area, a zone, you know what I mean? And we don't have the athletes that can cover a lot of ground. And that's why a lot of Cowboys fans been saying, just play more man, play man, play man. We don't have the shutdown corners, but I mean, corner playing man sometimes will be a lot easier than playing zone. You just gotta, you know, cover this guy and wherever he goes. And plus, you know, the windows are usually a little bit smaller for quarterbacks to throw into and things like that. Because we just don't have the athletes to cover a lot of ground in zone coverage. But Rob Marinelli, he has these guys playing hard. They're competing every single play. And I mean, if the pass rush starts to come around, we are going to be tough, man. For Green Bay, Detroit, Seattle, whoever, Arizona, God, we're going to be a tough team to put out, man. We're not going to beat ourselves like we done in the past. Not saying we won't turn the ball over. I'm talking about the crucial horrible turnovers, you know what I'm saying? The false starts, the offsides, the defensive pass interference, offensive pass interference, holding, offsides on the kickoff, things that, you know, as a Cowboys fan, you know what I'm talking about. The things that we used to do in the past, it was like just find ways to lose. We're not that team this year. Mentally tough, man. I've been saying it for a while. Mentally tough. We're going to be a tough team to beat, man. If our pass rush can come around, we're going to be a tough team to beat. No doubt. Anyway, man, the video's getting kind of long, man. I'm pumped up. I'm excited for my boys. Man, like, subscribe, leave a comment, man. Share, check out my playlist, all that good stuff. I'm going to put up my preview video of the Eagles game this Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And big ups, congratulations to my Dallas Cowboys, man. NFC East champs, man. We're looking good. We are going to be a tough team to put out in the playoffs, no doubt. And I said it after the Bears game. I was like, if we win these last 3, Eagles, Colts, Redskins, I was like, we can win it this year. We can win it all this year, and maybe even next year. But that's a different video. That's a different video. That's a different video, man. Romo is definitely in the hunt for MVP. DeMarco, I think, because his hand injury is kind of probably slowly falling off the MVP list. But Romo is slowly putting his name in the mix, no doubt. I know a lot of Cowboys haters out there. Y'all everywhere. For every Cowboys hater, we got 2 Cowboys fans. Yes, sir. But anyway, man, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Cowboys, NFC East, man. We're moving on to these Redskins. It's gonna be a tough team to beat. And that's it, man. This your boy, the real McCoy, man. I'm out. Peace.